What's going on, YouTube? Out here in the greenhouse, looking at the hot tub aquaponic garden. Getting pretty big. Before we hop over there, some of the plants from inside that I brought out a little while ago. Roma back here, looking nice. Marglobe, looking decent. Couple basil here. Had to thin out one of the basil here. It snapped off. Indigo Rose, they're just starting to put out little flower nodes there, and you can see one right there on that guy. It's kind of looking a little droopy there, so probably need to get him a little drink of water. And this guy is another Marglobe, kind of looking a little droopy there as well. But some of these guys are going to be in here soon enough. But at the moment, in the hot tub aquaponic garden, as you can see, water is practically perfectly clear, almost no algae. Actually, there's algae coming back along the walls here, which is kind of good, because that is my test strip for nitrogen. All the fish died, so I am fishless right now in this garden. The other garden still has those big old catfish, but this garden, all of my goldfish have died, so I guess they didn't make it through the winter anyway. But I put a little fish emulsion. I put that into the filter over there, the little swirl bio whatever kind of filter, and it's slowly releasing it into the water. And actually we got a little bit of algae growth, so as you can see right down here, all this is brand new. None of this was here just the other day. Last video I was saying like, oh, it looks like the water's getting clear. Yeah, the next day, perfectly clear. Like no, well, there was just specks of algae. Like you can see, like on the seat right here, just little tiny specks and stuff like that were in there, and that was it. All of the algae that was formed on the walls were completely gone. That's because I ran out of nitrogen. I have no nitrogen producers in here at the moment. So, ouch. Back to a fishless cycle, like back in the day. In addition to that, a couple of the strawberries that were hanging on, even trying to berry here, have died. Oh man, I'm doing really good this week. Lettuce over here, actually starting to look really green in the center. Nice. I pulled this little guy right here that was dead, and this one right back here that was dead whenever the pump backed up and this bed was not getting enough water. Well, it was constantly draining, so the water level is as low as it can go and just continually draining. Got a couple strawberries over here, almost ripe. Some crappy looking leaves on these things. Right over here, some more berries all over the place. Looking great. Some, well, let's move up here. Look, beautiful, beautiful growth up here. Nice and green. And then you get down here and it's starting to fade away as you get more and more away. But again, I guess that's the nitrogen there. My dinosaur kale here, all looking half decent, except this crappy little leaf right here, which I guess it'll be coming off. Bam! Look at that, it looks pretty now. Yeah, but these guys looking pretty decent. They don't seem to be too affected, especially this guy. Look at him sticking up nice and tall. Another strawberry here, just putting out new growth. Another little strawberry. These were the runners from last year. They're looking good. Little Swiss chard here in front, looking okay. Nothing really to report. My kale, little blue curled, looking nice. Still has growth coming off of it. The big one here, you can totally see where it's been topped, and some leaves falling off here and there. You know, I guess they don't like the non-correct nitrogen level. Anyway, little blue curled, that was topped. Still looking good though. More berries. Look at this. I'm going to go on a little treasure hunt after this. More dinosaur kale. Cabbage. All looking half decent over here. More strawberries that I was showing earlier. Little hidden berry there. More hanging out here. Radicchio over here looking good. Another radicchio right here looking good. Nice berries. A couple more berries right over here. Everything's looking awesome, except for this lack of nitrogen problem. More dinosaur kale over here, looking nice. Big old kale here next to it, looking half decent. Growth has slowed down a little bit, so it's probably a little affected. My little mystery plant down here kind of doesn't look like it's lettuce, but I don't know. We'll figure it out sooner or later. Little pepper, swear it hasn't moved at all. Brussels sprouts over here looking half decent. The ones in the deep water culture bed and the other garden are looking way better, but I'm not complaining. Mystery plant again. That one still kind of looks like a lettuce. Carrots all down in here with the blue curled kale looking pretty nice. Decent growth coming off of there. My Swiss chard here, a couple of them looking half decent. Not too bad. Little pest damage from before. Got a freaking tick on me. Jeez, oh man. Anyway, man, if I had fish in there, maybe they would eat it. Darn. Alright. That was smart. Anyway, yeah, more Swiss chard here. Ticks. We deal with them every day down here in the south. It's another thing you Canadians got. Well, come on, you guys got ticks? If you don't, then that's awesome. That's a good reason to move there. Ticks are horrible. But little guy here, growing up, gonna be big and strong like that other big one. Little tiny little guy, look at him, so cute. Popping out a little flower there, I guess. A little bit of dead growth on here, but it's still living. So I don't know, got some white dots on here too. So I don't know. Oh, what else we got? My little pepper experiments. Haven't pulled this guy, but as you can see, it's looking pretty dead, so it's gone. And yes, there was no roots that were forming on there. This little guy looks the same, and same thing. No roots growing on there. So, failed experiment. Oh well, nothing lost. Here's where they came from. My overwintered jalapeno, looking nice. See where I topped it there. Starting to come back, looking good. My lettuce is just shooting off the iceberg here. It's really starting to come into its own here. So it's starting to take off, looking beautiful. Lemon balm is not. It's just got this one little piece right there, and that's all it's got. I've been scanning the bed for volunteers, not really seeing anything except for these two Malabars. This one, you can see, only has one leaf, but it looks like it's trying to keep on going, so carry on, little one. This one's looking half decent. And then the one that's still on some master blend, it's looking freaking awesome, all the way up, over, comes back down over here, comes all the way over here, and it's starting to vine up over here. So, yeah, it's loving life in here. One thing I will say, though, from the nice bone white roots, it's got somewhat dark roots. Now, some of that could be some soil in there, but as you can see, there's some white starting to shoot off of there. So I don't know if that's from being in the sunlight in this red cup, or if, I don't know. But that's what's happening. So here's where I threw the fish emulsion, right in here, my little makeshift bio/swirl filter. There's still some crap right there. Guess that's some fish emulsion. I'll have to go ahead and knock that around so it gets mixed up into suspension. And then the crowning achievement of this week are the berries. And as you can see here, we've got little guys in here feasting on my berries, which I guess isn't that big of a deal because they're the pollinators and they helped it happen. This guy's not looking too happy here. Yeah, you go over there, buddy. Circling me. Quit doing that. Anyway, like I said, we've got all kind of berries coming off of here. A couple that are ready to pick, like that guy. Look how beautiful that thing is. And a couple small ones. One problem I have been having, this one started out as that, is this was sitting directly on the rock there, which I always try to pull them up off, because the humidity is just pretty crazy right now. The water is pretty warm, and the other night it was a little bit cool, and I came... What the heck are you freaking out about, Wasp? I came out here and I put my hands on one of the beds, and it was actually really, really warm from the humidity of the water coming up through the rocks. So that's probably what's happening to my strawberries here. But some of them are looking pretty decent. I try to like stack them up on leaves and stuff like that when I can, but sometimes I can't, and they turn out like that looks like freaking whatchamacallit, blight or whatever. Ugh, got the hell out of here. Alright, oh, that guy's eyeing me up over there, thinking I'm coming to steal his food. See if we can zoom in on him. Of course we can't. What would make me think this camera would focus? And, oh, we almost had it. Ah, you suck, camera. But he's there. There we go. And they're munching on one of my strawberries. Anyway, I don't mind sharing. Well, I've got quite a nice amount right here. So, alright, well, that was a quick walk around here and what's been going on with this side of the greenhouse. Don't forget to subscribe so you can come back Thursday and check out what's going on in the other half down there in the lava rock aquaponic garden with the deep water culture bed and the big catfish. Alrighty, well, that was enough from me, so don't forget to do all that fun, happy social media stuff down below. Leave a comment and say hi. I will catch you next time. Till then, later.